It's time for Tubi Tuesday. Alright, once again, we are here for Tubi Tuesday. It's back. No, Star Wars stuff in the way this time. We got Tubi Tuesday, and today we are taking a look at a 90s classic sports film for children, Little Giants, starring Rick Moranis and Ed O'Neill as brothers Danny and Kevin O'Shea. Kevin is, the sports star, the big guy, and he coaches now his own football team in Urbana, Ohio, where he is like the big guy. He's the star. It even has his name on. He's a Heisman Trophy winner. His name's on the water tower. He's even got his license plate. The license plates on his car. I think it's a Porsche, but on his car says Heisman. Danny, on the other hand, runs a gas station, or owns a gas station, and doesn't do much. He has a daughter named Becky, the Icebox O'Shea, and she wants to play football, but so it's because she's a girl, she doesn't get picked for the local team, the Cowboys, which is coached by her own uncle, Kevin, which I don't get. But, And so, basically what we get at the beginning of this is Kevin and Danny as kids. And the kids they got to play, the younger versions are really good. This kid that plays Kevin looks like he could actually be a kid version of Ed O'Neill. And then, the kid who plays young Danny looks like Squints from the Sandlot, but really it's not. It's the kid from the 13th Year. It's a Disney Channel original movie that came out a few years after this. I forget the character's name. Russ, I think is his name in that movie, but that's who it is. But I think it's his name. But yeah, and so all the dorky, fat, unathletic kids and Becky get, not picked for the team. What we get at the beginning, Danny's not picked for the football team. Even by his own brother, he's not picked. But they kind of foreshadow something when Kevin says both our names are going to be on that water tower, and his name is on it, but that does foreshadow stuff. So, because Kevin is the big guy, he's got the football team, Becky decides they're gonna make their own team. Like, because out of something her dad says, like, well, hey, if I had a football team, I'd pick you. And so she starts putting together a team, and word gets around. And so, at the behest of Becky, Danny becomes the coach of this new team. The only problem is you can only have one team per town, which I think is a stupid rule. And so they decide to do a showdown 2 Saturdays from the present time that they're at. They will have a game, and the winning team gets to be the team for the town. So they start recruiting more and more people for the team. You have Marcus from the movie Surfers, that's where I know him from. You have the little kid that's in a lot of things. And he also played like a waiter on Game Shakers, and I think it was a couple episodes of iCarly, which is cool. He was older, of course. Devin Sawa is Junior, and he's the son of, I think that's supposed to be the girl that Danny talks to at the beginning of the film, and I think that's supposed to be, who it is. So she just slipped away. Like, neither of the O'Shea brothers got her, and she was someone else, and he married someone. It's just kind of weird. But I guess for Becky to be a character, he had to have found someone else before his dream. I don't know. It's just really weird to me. And then there's Junior. And of course, Junior is Becky's love interest. And I gotta admit, Becky's storyline in this film is probably the worst thing about it. She has a crush on Junior, but he likes the cheerleader type. So she quits the team, of which she is one of two good players on the team, to be a cheerleader to impress him. But the problem is, he never actually said that he wanted a cheerleader type. She just assumed that. Like when they're talking about kissing and stuff, like she confronts him about it, and he never gives her an answer, yes or no, never a straight answer on whether or not he actually wants a cheerleader type. He just says, I don't know. And so she just like, okay, I'm gonna be a cheerleader now. Even though it's not who she's just arguing with her dad. Mom wouldn't let me play football. I think your mom would let you do what you wanted to do. You're gonna play football, play football. You're gonna be a cheerleader, be a cheerleader. But I just don't get her motivation to. I think the only reason they did this is because we gotta have this part of the movie where the team is losing, and you could have done that with Becky on the team, but then they knocked Junior out. And this is what's really stupid. In this final game, they knocked Junior out of the game like he's hurt or something. And then for the final play, the annexation of Puerto Rico is what it's called, by the way. He's back in, so he's hurt. Doesn't that mean there's too many players? I don't get it. They also wager Danny's gas station against Kevin's car dealership for this game. Of course, the Giants win. Little Giants win, I should say. And yes, a little giant is just a regular sized person, but I'm just saying. So, yeah, there's a lot of funny moments in this. The one part that always gets me is Marcus. That's the character's name, the actor's name. He's putting the stuff on his face, and you go. And then it cuts back to the other teams. You got that geeky kid going, and just doing stuff. The fat kid that's wearing cleats in the pads. You got grass and dirt and stuff. And his biggest joke is that he farts. You know, I fart too. It's funny sometimes, but that's his. He's called the gas man. And his dad, played by Mark Holton, doesn't get it. And his mom, played by Miss Boo Bell from All That, also one half of the Shelleys from Kenan and Kel. Two heads are better than none. So, yeah. It says, think about it, you know. Yeah. But yes, this annexation of Puerto Rico, I think an actual NFL team used it. Speaking of NFL, out of nowhere, John Madden and a bunch of football players, I didn't write them down, but a bunch of football players show up because their vehicle broke down, or they're lost and need directions, so they're going to talk to this little team. John Madden says, you know, like, do you have any advice for me? John Madden says, good luck. And if you play real good, if you try your best, you just might do good. I don't know. It's John Madden. I forgot he was even in this, but it's John Madden. What are you gonna do? But yeah, the Giants win. I'm like, you're not gonna. Kevin's like, you're not gonna hold me to the deal. He was like, oh, you can come work for the dealership. You can, but he's like, come on. So then of course Danny says okay, and then he looks at the water tower. So now it says the O'Shea brothers, and that's how it ends. Yeah, that's great. Call back to the beginning. That's what I wanted. You know, that's the compromise. But now, what's won? Danny got the girl, and he still has a rundown gas station. Kevin didn't really lose anything. He lost the game, but he still gets to manage the team because both he and Danny are going to run the teams. How long is that going to last? And you have way too many players to work together. As shown earlier, Spike won't play with girls, and like none of the players in the Cowboys like the Giants, and vice versa. That's never going to work. We should have got a sequel to this where they have to work together. I want to know how that happens. By the way, speaking of actors, the actors in this, growing up, getting older, my God, the transformation of the actress. I think her name is Waldron, something Waldron. I don't remember. I don't. Hold on. Is it on the back of my VHS? Does it say on the back of my VHS? I had the VHS. I forgot to show you. I have the VHS right here. But I watched this on Tubi because I don't have the DVD yet. I had the VHS right here. John Madden is credited. Yeah, look at her there. Waldron. Little husky, ugly duckling. She's not ugly. She's older than me, so she's like 40, and I'm 34. So she's older than me, but if I was around back then, 94, I was 7 years old, so I wasn't attracted to girls yet, but, I would say she was cute. Now, though, good God. Talk about your ugly duckling turning into a swan. She's gorgeous, man. Look up pictures of her name. I don't know her name, but she's gorgeous. Devon Sawa got muscles now. You ever see him? He's like swole. But yeah. And by the way, this kid, not Stuart Minkus, although he looks like him. This is a fun movie. It really is a fun movie. I can't believe I didn't have the DVD. I will be getting it. I'm going to try to get some more Rick Moranis films. Because I feel like, one, I could do a actor spotlight on him. I only got a few. I got the 2 Ghostbusters. I got Spaceballs. Little Shop of Horror. The 3 Honey, I Shrunk the Kids movies. Which, by the way, he's going to do another one for Disney Plus called Shrunk. And it's going to have Josh Gad, of all people, starring as Nick Zielinski. And Rick Moranis is coming out of a 23-year retirement to return to this character. I can't wait. But this is a good movie. I'm going to give it 9 out of 10. I think it's really good. It's enjoyable. It's 90s cheese. It's great. I enjoy it. So what are your thoughts on The Little Giants? Let me know in the comments below. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. I've been Scotty. See you in the next one.